On to another big story now. The defense lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa murder is expected to appear in court this morning. Bheki Cele was arrested minutes after telling the court he was receiving threats. He failed to appear in court on a matter he is said to have been implicated in. eNCA Slindelo Masikane is at the Hillbrow Magistrate's court and joins us now. Thank you very much once again, Slindelo, for your time. When we spoke earlier on, it was indicated that Mr. Defo is ready to appear in court, and of course his appearance will not affect the trial that is set to continue in May.
So from what we understand, Advocate Defo spent the night at the Hillbrow police station and is set to appear here at the Hillbrow Magistrate's court any moment from now. We are inside the courts, just waiting to be let inside the courtroom so we can be able to bring those visuals live. But from what we understand is that he is facing a trespassing charge, and this is in relation to a case that was made against him in 2021. But we had an opportunity to speak to his instructing attorney in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, who tried all of yesterday evening to try and get Defo out, but said he was unsuccessful, and we are expecting a possible bail application today. But let's just take a listen to what he had to say around the arrest and whether it's going to affect the Senzo Meyiwa trial at all.
We won't take it up with this court, but definitely we'll take it up somewhere with another court. And it will be upon his instructions. As he told me not to talk much with the media until it's out, then he will make a press conference.
Yeah. And at this point, this will not affect the trial resuming at the end of May?
No, that trial will continue and he will be there.
And maybe just explain that last element, Slee, about the Senzo Meyiwa trial and how it will continue in May.
Well, we know that there's an adjournment, and this is due to logistical issues. But while I speak on that, I'm going to ask Debogo to just put the live view on his back. I am seeing the officer actually who arrested Advocate Defo yesterday with other police officers here, at the Pretoria High Court. So we understand, of course, that he was the one tasked with arresting Defo yesterday, and during that exchange, I remember Defo not wanting to leave with him, but this particular police officer insisting. He did not want to speak to the media yesterday either, and so I think it's going to be quite interesting in court to see what he'll have to say, because there have been issues raised around the manner in which that arrest was executed. And from what we understand from the police minister as well as the provincial police commissioner, that is Elias Mawela, they had no idea that that arrest was going to be executed yesterday in the manner that it was.
And that's very interesting that they had no idea, Slindelo Masikane, but we do understand that there are reports that are being compiled, and these senior officials are going to be furnished with the information of exactly what is happening.
Certainly so. We know that the police minister has requested a report, and the provincial police commissioner, Elias Mawela, has been tasked with finding out and investigating exactly what transpired and why that arrest took place in the manner that it did. We are hearing reports that apparently the investigating officer and police officials responsible for this trespassing case have been struggling to get a hold of Defo, and that they found out that he was at the Pretoria High Court, and that is why he was arrested then. But of course we await those reports to really get the details around whether proper procedure was actually followed.
Thank you very much, Slindelo Masikane. I'm going to leave you to wait for those proceedings to take place, and of course we'll be catching up with you a little bit later on. Slindelo Masikane, following those court proceedings this morning.